It now looks like Mitt Romney is elbowing his way into this race, pushing his way in. I think it plays into the worst stereotypes about Mitt Romney as being too eager, you know, the kid who sits in the front of the class and raises his hand at every question.
Yeah.
And so I think that Romney really actually is in worse shape today than he was a couple weeks ago. The polling, I think, reflects name ID. People know who he is. I don't think it holds up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and our next guest, Matt Lewis, senior contributor for the Daily Caller and contributing editor for The Week magazine, says that he's not met anyone who wants the return of Mitt Romney. Hello, Matt. How are you, sir?
Hey, that was my favorite pundit you just had on.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right, well, good. We planned it that way. All right, so it looks more and more. I mean, Romney's even gone so far as to say, you know, how he's going to run this time and differ it from, distinguishing it from the last time he ran. I really don't get it, because unless your campaign slogan is "I was right," I don't understand how you're going to run.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, look, starting in August, I would say I was actually writing pieces saying Mitt Romney was right about a lot. I mean, Barack Obama made fun of him, but Romney, during the 2012 campaign, ended up being proven right about a lot. And I was saying, look, it's not crazy, the notion that he could come back the way Nixon did in 1968. But the problem is that was always premised on him being sort of this Republican grand statesman, senior statesman who would either be a compromise candidate that would emerge if there was a convention, fight, they couldn't come to a nominee, or if Jeb Bush didn't run or flamed out and there wasn't somebody on the establishment side by, say, Labor Day, then Romney could be the savior. But that's not what this is. This is Romney apparently seeing that Jeb Bush was gaining momentum and all of a sudden deciding, no, I'm going to run too. I don't know if I'm the only one who finds that unseemly, but there's something about it that seems unsettling.
Well, there has been a lot written about their personal history together, and latest poll I just saw showed that Romney does edge Bush out. But notwithstanding, I mean, let's go to actually what this means if Romney does get in. You write that it makes it more likely that a Tea Party candidate will gain the nomination. Without a Romney in there, I mean, you would think that the Tea Party candidates or the very conservative ones would split the vote, and that would allow a Jeb Bush or maybe a Chris Christie to get in there. But now, I think you're right. I think there's going to be a lot of vote splitting on both sides of the political spectrum within the Republican Party.
Yeah, it could be fascinating to watch, and it could be quite fun for those of us who cover campaigns. And if you're a grassroots conservative, this could be a great opportunity. Maybe a Ted Cruz or a Rand Paul could win if you have the establishment wing split. If Romney and Jeb and Chris Christie are siphoning off each other's money and votes and support. But from Mitt Romney's standpoint, it doesn't seem like a smart move, right? Because he should ostensibly want somebody from the establishment wing of the party to emerge as the nominee. He's actually making that less likely by virtue of what he's doing now.
Right. All right, let's go to the State of the Union. Every single State of the Union, the president has called for tax cuts on the so-called wealthy. This is nothing new, but he's trying to play a game here to be able to portray going forward, and especially for 2016, the evil Republicans who don't want to tax the rich in order to accomplish this and that and free tuition for college and you name it. Is that a smart strategy?
I think it's a brilliant strategy. Now, of course, Barack Obama could have actually really tried to implement these policies when Democrats controlled the Senate, especially early on. And so now it's a political game. He knows this isn't going to pass Congress, but I'm guessing that all of these things poll really well. The notion is that this only hits, the top 1% of rich people. And also, you'll notice a lot of these things are based on capital gains taxes. And I do think Obama, is striking a populist tone. If you're just a regular working guy, what do you care about capital gains? And look, I actually think Obama's missing an even bigger opportunity here to talk about something that really we ought to be talking about, and that's the carried interest, where people pay a lower rate than ordinary income. I think this is a real debate to be had. I think Obama, though, was really playing games here and trying to score political points, not actually implement any policy.
All right, Matt, we shall watch and we shall see. Thank you very much for your time as always, sir.
Thank you.
All right, folks. The Closing Bell Report with Newsmax Deputy Financial Editor Rob Williams is next. How did we do today? You'll find out.